What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Cosmic Wonder. We have more characters confirmed now for Avengers Doomsday. Now, Marvel Studios did already release, let's say, probably about 65% of the names of the actors and characters who are going to appear in Avengers Doomsday. We got a lot of the cast announced in their production video announcement, or as most people know it, the chair video. But immediately after on Instagram, Robert Downey Jr. and Marvel Studios themselves hinted that there were more to come. Then Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, did confirm that they announced a lot, but not all, which we knew because there are names missing like Tom Holland, Benedict Cumberbatch, Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, and more X-Men that I personally want to see show up like Halle Berry. We know a lot more are coming, but today we have a confirmation for two, I would say. And the confirmation about these two characters I think actually ties in very well with some of the reports that we've been hearing about what Marvel Studios has planned for the plot in Avengers Doomsday. Because it is now confirmed that Wolverine will appear in Avengers Doomsday, Hugh Jackman. Now again, I think people expected this, but this does tell us something very particular about the story of Avengers Doomsday, and it really does seem like the Russo brothers might be kind of sticking to the old formula that they used for Avengers Infinity War, which I'm personally okay with because it worked, and if it's not broken, don't fix it. I also think I might know why Thor was crying. That infamous question that Deadpool wanted to know all throughout Deadpool and Wolverine, I do think we're going to see that come to fruition in specifically Avengers Doomsday. And I think this new confirmation confirms that we are getting it in Doomsday, probably in the beginning of the movie if what we've been hearing via these plot leaks and reports is true. So let's break it all down. Hugh Jackman's stunt double, Daniel Stevens, posted to his story recently a picture of him on the set of Pinewood Studios. He appears to be in his trailer, and from the trailer you could see a poster of Deadpool and Wolverine. And it has been confirmed that those posters of Deadpool and Wolverine are still up at Pinewood Studios, as fans have posted pictures of them going to see Pinewood Studios recently within the last couple of months, and you can clearly see those posters are indeed still up. On top of that, Hugh Jackman recently posted a video of him online training. There was no caption for this whatsoever. He didn't say, oh, back to training again, or training for Avengers Doomsday, or just trying to stay in shape. Nothing like that. It is completely vague and ambiguous, which is what Marvel Studios really wants. We've seen a lot of vague and ambiguous posts from actors who aren't confirmed to be in the movie yet, but are believed to be in the movie, obviously Hugh Jackman included. So the timing of this really does tell us that Hugh Jackman's Wolverine is indeed going to be in the movie. Now, to me, this actually does reveal quite a bit about certain scenes that we're going to see play out in Avengers Doomsday and how they do lead to Thor holding Deadpool, answering that infamous question, why was he crying, and why is Deadpool dying, even though I don't really believe that Deadpool is going to die, even though Ryan Reynolds did say that he wanted to actually kill Deadpool off for good in Deadpool and Wolverine, but Marvel Studios wanted Deadpool to stick around. Ryan Reynolds confirmed that himself. But right now, we know of basically four main universes that Marvel Studios is going to focus on in this multiverse saga, and we know that they're going to bring them together in Avengers Doomsday. But here's the deal. Two of those universes might actually be the same. And I think the confirmation of Hugh Jackman being in Avengers Doomsday right now, his stunt double clearly filming things right now, or at least working out all of the stunt sequences that they are about to film, tells us that two are the same. Because right now we know that Marvel Studios is preparing to film a big fight at the X-Mansion. This is going to be the X-Men universe where the OG X-Men come from. Everyone that's been announced so far, Cyclops, Professor X, Magneto, etc., they should be in this universe. But we haven't had any confirmation that they are in the same universe as Deadpool and Wolverine, the 10,005 universe. But since right now they're filming this huge scene and now Hugh Jackman is apparently training and his stunt double is there doing stunt work already, that pretty much confirms they are going to be in the same universe. Now, don't get me wrong, their universe could collide with this other X-Men universe, but we did learn in Deadpool and Wolverine that his X-Men, Deadpools, are still there, including his own Wolverine. That Wolverine is still alive, so technically there are two Wolverines in that universe right now. Also, Marvel did confirm Channing Tatum, and we basically believe that wherever Channing Tatum went, he'd probably end up with Deadpool and Wolverine, since X-23 did as well. So since they're about to film this big X-Men scene, and it's now confirmed that Wolverine is going to be in the movie, I think it's pretty safe to say that Deadpool and Wolverine are in the same universe as the OG X-Men that are returning in this film, and all of the scenes that are being shot right now are taking place in that universe. And I just assume that since Wolverine is returning, Deadpool's going to be returning as well. It would be weird if Wolverine returned without Deadpool, especially after Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige said that they are looking to get them in anything and everything that they can. So Wolverine's confirmed, Channing Tatum's Gambit is confirmed, Deadpool's coming back as well. Which leads us to that Thor scene. When Deadpool gets taken to the TVA and Paradox tells him that he wants him to be a part of the 616 sacred timeline, Deadpool notices a screen that has Thor holding him on it where he's crying, and it does look like Deadpool is dying. He asks what that is, but Paradox quickly tries to get off of it, saying that it happens in the distant future. Now, of course, in the MCU, time gets messed up. We have branch timelines, we have different universes. The future doesn't always happen as it's supposed to, especially since the TVA really isn't the same now. However, I do believe that the Russo brothers are going to pay off this scene. And I think this happens in the Avengers versus the X-Men scene. We have basically now established that Deadpool and Wolverine are returning in Avengers Doomsday, which really isn't that big of a surprise, but it does seem like it's pretty much confirmed that they're in the same universe as the other X-Men. Well, we've heard from many different insiders that at some point in time, the Avengers are going to fight against the X-Men. This is most likely due to a little manipulation from Doctor Doom, but ultimately I think it will be revealed that Doctor Doom is actually the villain, and the Avengers and the X-Men will realize that they're not enemies, but they're allies. So during the battle, I think that Deadpool might actually go seek out Thor. Maybe he realizes, oh my gosh, this is it. This is where it happens. I need to run to Thor. But Thor, perceiving the X-Men as a threat, attacks Deadpool instead. Then shortly after, they find out that they're not actually enemies, and Deadpool really did just want to kind of get close to Thor because he liked him. And that could lead to this scene right here, with Thor holding Deadpool, feeling very bad that he just beat up somebody that was really excited to see him because he thought that he was the enemy. That's just one scenario that could play out. Obviously, that's not confirmed, but I do think that the Avengers versus the X-Men scene will probably be where we see this happen. Thor also looks pretty busted up in this scene, and I really hope they give us a great Avengers versus X-Men action sequence to where it's not just a little fight, but actually is pretty intense. Like, I'd love to see Thor go up against Storm. I'd love to see Beast go up against the Hulk. I'd love to see Cyclops in there going up against some super soldiers. I hope it's just a big fight and not just a tiny little thing. Now, as far as how the X-Men and the Avengers realize that they are actually not enemies to each other and Doom is, I think that'll be revealed from the Fantastic Four, because of what we've been hearing about the post-credit scene for the Fantastic Four is true, and the recent report that Dr. Doom is going to take Franklin Richards to something called Universe X is true, then Doom will basically be established as the villain to the Fantastic Four. So when they arrive in the 616 universe, which we know they will because the Thunderbolts post-credit scene showed us that, then they'll tell the X-Men and the Avengers, no, Doom is not good, Doom is bad. And that's when they'll realize, oh, well, Doom pitted us against each other, but it makes sense since he's bad. He's trying to get us to kill each other, so we're not in his way. And Professor X, or maybe even Jean Grey, any psychics can confirm this, that the Fantastic Four are telling the truth. Really, a lot of these plot leaks that we are hearing are coming together now, and it's really cool that Deadpool and Wolverine are going to be in Doomsday and probably be in this fight. And again, I think we could get the answer to why is Thor crying in this movie. But go ahead, let me know your thoughts about all of this, and let me know how excited you are for Wolverine and Deadpool to be returning in Avengers Doomsday. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to stay up to date on the latest Marvel news. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.